Hello everyone, as promised, here's a video for the lesson in Module 3, the absolute value and the fundamental operations in integers. In this video, I will not discuss each part of the module, rather I'm going to explain directly the lesson. So please have your full attention while watching this video. Okay, so let's go directly to this part. When I ask how far was the doorstep from where you started, you might have given me several feet or in meters, and it didn't matter which way you were facing. But when I asked where the door was in relation to your position, you gave me a direction and a number, and then it mattered which way you were facing. Today we'll talk about absolute value. Absolute value tells how far from zero a number is. It doesn't tell you which direction from zero. Okay, so let's take a look at this illustration below. So this is what we call an integer number line. So we have here a line from pointing left and pointing to the right. And we have 0 here at the center of our line. So to the right of 0 are the positive integers and to the left are the negative integers. Okay, and 0 is neither positive nor negative. So, wadi ta moingog negative 0, positive 0, di na siya mao. Okay, so dili siya positive, dili sad negative atong 0. Okay. Okay, so let's have this number line. Okay, we have 0 here at our center and 10 positive integers to the right and 10 negative integers to the left. Okay, so let's have this number. What is this number? Okay, this is 6. So how far is 6 from 0? So how do we know? So we count from 0 to 6. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So meaning the distance from 0 is 6. And let's have another. Okay, this one. This is negative 5. So how far is negative 5 from 0? So again, we count from 0. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So the distance of negative 5 from 0 is 5. Okay, so let's highlight this part. Okay. So the distance from 0 to any point in the number line is called an absolute value, denoted by the symbol. Kani nga symbol, badli siya, tapos ang number atong isulod sa duha ka bars. Example, absolute value of, katong example na to ganina nga 6. Okay, absolute value of 6. So, duha ka bars, nasulod ang number. So, the distance of 6 from 0. So, i-count na to ganina. So, the answer is the answer is 6. Okay. Another, katong sa negative 5. So, we write absolute value. So, duha sa ka bar. Tapos, isulod ang negative 5 and then another bar. And the distance is 5. Or the absolute value of negative 5 is 5. Okay, so i-count na to ganina kung pila ka or pila ang distance niya. Okay. You can observe from these two examples, the absolute value of a positive number is positive and the absolute value of our negative number, which is negative 5, is still a positive number, which is 5. So this means absolute value can never be negative. it can never be a negative number. Okay, so bisan pa og negative, positive gihapon ang absolute value. Okay, let's have another example. Negative absolute value of negative 100. Okay, the answer is answer is positive 100. Okay, still a positive number. Okay, so let's take a look at 0. What is the absolute value of 0? Okay, as I've said, 0 is neither negative nor positive. So, dili siya negative, dili siya positive. So, ang absolute value sa atong 0 is still 0. Wala lain. 0 lagi hapon. Let's proceed to the operations on integers. Okay, so let's start with the addition of integers. Okay, we have two rules to remember. Okay, first one, to add integers having the same sign, keep the sign and add the absolute value of each number. So meaning, kung the same sign, i-add ra nato ang ilang absolute value and kopyahon ra ang unsa nga parehang nila nga sign. Okay, for number 2, to add integers with different signs, keep the sign of the number with the largest absolute value and subtract the smallest absolute value from the largest. Okay, klaro? So, kailangan gyapon nato kuhaon ang absolute value sa kada number. And then, i-minus ang gamay gikan sa dako nga na absolute value. Okay. So, let's have here our examples. Okay, let's have number 1. 6 plus 5. Okay, positive 6 and positive 5. So, they have the same sign. So, let's just add. 6 plus 5, we have 11. Okay, positive 11. Okay, ito lang tarungon dere para dool. Okay, that's it. Okay, let's have example number 2. Negative 6 plus negative 5. So, they have the same sign which is negative. So, we have to keep the sign. So, unsa man nga sign? Ang atong dapat nga ibutang sa atong answer. So, i-keep nato ang sign nga negative. And then, atong kuhaon ang mga absolute value sa kada number or sa kada integer. Okay, the absolute value of negative 6. Okay, negative 6 plus the absolute value of negative 5. Okay, so absolute value of negative 6 is 6 plus the absolute value of negative 5, which is 5. So the answer is 11. So our final answer for this example is negative 11. Okay, next, number 3. Negative 6 plus positive 5. Okay, still, different signs. So, keep the sign of the number with the largest absolute value. So, kailangan na to sila kuhaan og absolute value ang kada number. Okay, so let's have absolute value of negative 6. Kailangan. Okay, that is positive 6. And how about the absolute value of positive 5? Still, positive 5. So, asa may mas dako? Ang 6 or ang 5? Okay, our number 6 is greater than 5. So, meaning, ang atong i-copy nga sign, ang sign sa 6, which is negative. Okay, negative. And subtract the smallest absolute value from the largest. Okay, ang smallest ang 5, ang atong largest ang 6. So meaning atong i-minus ang 5 gikan sa 6. So we have 6 minus 5 equals 1. So our final answer is negative 1. Okay. Last example. 6 plus negative 5. So still, we have to get each absolute value. Okay. So, absolute value of positive 6 is 6. And the absolute value of negative 5 is positive 5. Okay, which is greater? Asay ako ang 6 ang 5. So the greater number is 6. So we copy the sign of 6 which is positive, but basta positive, dili na nato kinahanglang suwat ang positive nga sign. Okay, so just remember nga ang 6 may dako, so positive atong answer. So we subtract 6 minus 5 is 1. So our final answer is positive 1. Okay, so that's it for addition of integers. This time, let's proceed to subtraction of integers. So we have 4 steps to keep in mind. Step 1, keep the first integer, also known as the minuend. Step 2, change the operation from subtraction to addition. Step 3, get the opposite sign of the second number, known as subtrahend. And step 4, proceed to the steps in addition of integers. Okay, example. 20 minus 10, positive 20. So we keep the first number, which is 20. And then step 2, change the operation from subtraction to addition. Step 3, get the opposite of the second number. Our second number is positive 10. So unsa may opposite sa positive? So mahimong negative 10. And then proceed ta sa addition. So ang rule sa addition, since different signs naman ni ang 20 ug ang negative 10, so saan man to? Still remember? So we have to get the absolute value of each number and subtract the smallest from the largest absolute value and copy the sign of the number with the larger absolute value. Okay, so mo ni absolute value of 20 and absolute value of negative 10. So we have 20 minus 10, which is positive 10. Okay, positive man ang atong 20 nga naay dakog absolute value. Number 2, 10 minus 20, all positive numbers. So we keep 10 and then minus to plus and 20 to negative 20. So again, different signs. So ikuha na to ang absolute value sa kada usa. So the absolute value of 10, let's type absolute value of positive 10 is 10 or positive 10. And the absolute value of negative 20 is also a positive number, 20. Okay, which is greater? Is it 10 or 20? Okay, atong i-change ang color para maklaro siya dali. Let's have blue. Okay. So, 20 or 10, which is greater? Okay, so 20 is greater than 10. So, meaning, we have to subtract 10 from 20. Okay. So, 20 minus 10 is 10. Okay, which has the greater absolute value again? So we have 20 and the sign of our 20 is negative. So we have to copy negative and our final answer is negative 10. Okay, that's it for our second example. Let's proceed to example number 3, negative 5 minus positive 4. So keep the first number, so keep negative 5. And then, step 2, change the operation, subtraction to addition. So, negative 5 plus. Ang positive 4, mahimong negative 4. So, we are now adding the same sign. So, i-copy ra nato ang sign nga pareha nila, which is negative, and i-plus nato ang integers, which is answer is 9. 5 plus 4, 9. Okay, number 4. Keep the first number. So we have positive 5 minus 2 plus. And then, ang negative 4, mahimong positive 4. So, ato na silang i-plus. 5 plus 4. So, answer is positive 9. So, ingon ana kasayon mag-subtract og integers. Proceed to multiplication and division. So, we have 2 rules to remember. The same pa rin silang rule. Okay, rule 1, if the signs are the same, the answer is positive. And rule number 2, if the signs are different, the answer is negative. Mao ra jud nay timan-an nato. Okay? Duha ra gid ka rule. Applies to both multiplication and division of our integers. Okay, so this time let's have our examples. Positive 10 multiplied by positive 5. So all are positive. So we have positive 50 nga answer. Next, all negative. Negative 10 times negative 5. So the same sign, answer is positive. So 10 times 5, 50. Okay, number 3. Negative 4 times negative 9, positive 9, sorry. So, negative or positive, different signs. So, our answer is negative. 4 times 9 is 36. Okay, very easy. Number 4. Positive 4 times negative 9, different signs again. So, our answer must be positive or negative? Negative. Okay, and 4 times 9 is 36. Okay, so let's have an example for division. Okay, positive 100 divided by positive 20. Both are positive. Our answer should also be positive. And 100 divided by 20 is 5. Okay, next. Negative divided by negative. So negative 100 divided by negative 20. Answer must be a positive number, which is 5. Next, 49 divided by negative 7. Different signs, so answer must be negative. And when we divide, the answer of these two numbers is 7. Last one, negative 49 divided by 7. So answer is negative 7. Okay, that's how we multiply and divide integers. So if you have any questions, just comment down below or comment in the post in our Facebook group so I can entertain your questions. Okay, thank you for listening and I hope you learned something from this video. Bye bye.